Recorded Books Inspirational presents an unabridged recording of Piercing the Darkness by Frank E. Peretti, narrated by Richard Ferrone. This work is copyrighted 1989 by Frank E. Peretti. This recording is copyrighted 2001 by Recorded Books. It all begins in Bacon's Corner, a tiny farming community far from the interstate. An attempted murder, a case of mistaken or covered-up identity, and a ruthless lawsuit against a struggling Christian school. And Sally Beth Rowe finds herself caught in the middle of it all. And now, Piercing the Darkness.
Chapter 1. It could have been in any town. Bacon's Corner was nothing special, just one of those little farming towns far from the interstate, nothing more than a small hollow dot on the AAA road map with exit signs that offered gas, no lodging, maybe a little food if the place was open, and little more. But it began in Bacon's Corner. It was a normal Tuesday evening. The workday was over, supper was on in most of the homes, the stores were locking up, the tavern was filling up. All the employees at the Bergen Door Company had clocked out, and the security guard was checking the locks. Mr. Myers's son was bringing all the lawnmowers and tillers in for the night at the Myers Feed and Farm store. The lights were winking out in the local mercantile. 2 retirees sat in their chairs in front of the barber shop, putting in their idle hours. The fields and farms right across the Toe Springs-Claytonville Road were getting warmer and greener with each day, and now the evening breeze was carrying a lot of mid-April smells: apple and cherry blossoms, plowed dirt, a little mud, some cattle, some manure. It was a normal Tuesday evening. No one expected anything unusual. No one saw or heard a thing. No one could have. But the commotion started behind a dismal little rented farmhouse just south of Fred Potter's place. A flapping, a fluttering, a free-for-all, and then a cry, a long, eerie shriek, an echoing, slobbering wail that raced into the forest like a train whistle through a town, loud, muffled, moving this way and that through the trees like a hunted animal. Then a flash of light, a fireball, blinking and burning through the forest, moving with blinding speed, right behind that siren, almost on top of it. More cries and screams, more flashing lights. Suddenly the forest was filled with them. The trees ended abruptly where the Amherst dairy began. The chase broke into the open. First out of the forest came a bug, a bat. A black, bulb-eyed thing, its dark wings whirring, its breath pouring out like a long yellow ribbon. It just couldn't fly fast enough, but clawed the air with its spidery arms, desperate for speed and shrieking in total panic. Right behind it, so close, so dangerously close, the sun itself exploded out of the forest, a brilliant comet with wings of fire tracing a glimmering trail and a sword of lightning outstretched in burly bronze hands. The black thing in the comet shot into the sky over Bacon's Corner, zigzagging, shooting this way and that like wild fireworks. Then the forest, like a row of cannons, spewed out more hideous creatures, at least 20, each one fleeing in utter panic with a dazzling, flaming figure tenaciously on its tail, scattering in all directions like a crazy meteor shower in reverse. The first demon was running out of tricks and maneuvers. He could feel the heat of the warrior's blade right at his heels. He spit over his shoulder. "No, turn away, I'm going!" The fiery blade cut an arc through the air. The demon met it with his own, and the blow sent him spinning. He corrected with his wings, turned and faced his assailant, shrieking, cursing, parrying blow after blow, looking into the fiery eyes of more power, more glory, more holiness than he'd ever feared before. And he could see it in those eyes. The warrior would never turn away. Never. The demon withered even before the blade struck its final blow. It slipped from the earth, from the world of mankind into outer darkness, gone in a tumbling puff of red smoke. The warrior turned and soared higher, spinning his long sword above his head, tracing a circle of light. He burned with the heat of battle, the fervor of righteousness. His fellows were consumed with it, striking demons from the sky like foul insects, vanquishing them with strong swords, relentlessly pursuing them and hearing no pleas. On the right, a long slither.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.